Buffalo, Kentucky, number 33, M.J. Embry. As always, the Mountaineers are coached by John Henry, Cody Riley, and Travis Coffey.
All right, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Roland Will Willie Court here in Berea, Kentucky. Got some great Division III men's basketball coming at you all tonight as our Berea College Mountaineers face off against the Huntington College University Hawks. Coming into this game, both the Hawks and Mountaineers are sitting at a 9-10 record. The Hawks are currently second in the conference and the Mountaineers are third, so this game will decide if these two teams swap places in the standings or if they stay where they are at currently. My name's Lane Hinton. I'll be providing your play-by-play, and right next to me is Joe Salim. Hello. And Mountaineer basketball is ready to get going as they win the tip. It's going to be Miller to start out with the Mountaineers. And Mountaineers wearing their blue uniforms today. Normally white whenever you're home.
Yeah, new rule in the conference: when you have a doubleheader over the weekend, the hosting team wears their away uniforms the second day of the doubleheader. So since we played yesterday and Huntington played yesterday as well, we'll sport the blue today, which I think actually looks good at home.
I like it. It's a good look. Caudle to inbound underneath. Gets it up to Doty. Moving it around the perimeter a little bit, trying to look inside and see if Doty can get the ball. Miller shoots the three. No good. Long rebound chased down by number 15, Champion.
A little bit of pressure on that shot. Maybe not the best in that situation, but still like to see Tariq Miller not afraid to shoot early on.
Got to get your confidence going somehow. The inside post up. Backed out by Madison. Trying to feed it down low. Pass is poked away by Carter. Starting his work on the defensive end. And Caudle tried to get that inside feed to go. A little too many defenders in the area.
Yeah, I saw the no-look pass there. I saw it developing, but so did the Huntington Hawks on that one.
And Miller throws it into Carter. So a minute gone. No scores yet. Berea going with a five-shooter lineup right now. MJ pulls one from deep, no good. Rebound, Champion.
A little missed opportunity there by the Mountaineers. Terrell Carter was wide open underneath the basket. No one recognized it in time.
You take the top spot.
And one thing the Mountaineers are really going to focus on today, their pregame scouting report really emphasized defensive rebounding, something the Mountaineers have struggled with a little bit in the past, and see them seeking out those rebounds so far.
Good, Tom. One more.
Kicks it outside, fakes the pass, shoots the three, and that is Harris from deep. And we finally have our first points on the board. Huntington goes up 3-0.
Good. Watch him. You're good.
Good ball movement there by the Huntington Hawks. You just want to see our rotation get a little bit better.
Ball goes out to Miller. Inside drive. Carter pull-up jumper, rattles around, can't get it to go, but Embry comes up with a throws one up and gets the and one.
And the flex.
The flex, you got to show him. That's weight room right there.
Great job by him, crashing the boards, getting that rebound, and going straight back up with it.
Yep, looked like he kind of just knew he was going to get the foul, so he threw up the shot, and sometimes you knock it down. Checking in for the Hawks, number 3, Hobson. And Embry at the line with potential to tie this one up.
Good shot there.
And we're all knotted up at 3 with just under 18 minutes remaining in this first half.
Cut hard. Come on, Dale.
Pick and roll action at the top of the key.
Rebound.
Gets the floater up. No good. Rebound, Carter.
One thing I'm liking from the Mountaineers so far is multiple bodies crashing the boards.
And there's going to be a foul called on the play, which goes to number 2, Madison. And yeah, like you were saying, I know that's an emphasis for them today, securing those rebounds, having people crash.
I think yesterday you saw offensively did a great job. We scored 97 points, but defensively we did not secure the ball after getting those stops, and that's what can break a team's back as the game goes on. And that's exactly what happened yesterday, I believe.
A little fumble for the ball. The Hawks come away with it, but he's called with a travel. Number 40 Bowling. And yeah, like you said, we played well offensively yesterday. You scored 97 points, but it doesn't really matter if you let the opponent score 100 and some odd points.
Exactly.
Miller gets it to Cottle. Cottle looking inside. And a little too much contact in the post. They're going to say it was an offensive foul.
Number 30 for
Wow. Foul was called on Doty. And checking in for the Mountaineers, number 50, Jacob Keebler.
And if I'm number 40, I'm not applauding that at all.
Keebler had some good minutes in yesterday's game, provided 3 blocks to go on with 5 rebounds as well. You know, solid production off the bench. Inside post move is stopped by Carter. Miller coming the other way. Through the teeth of the defense, can't get that one to go. Had a great opportunity to score right there, just can't finish that one.
I think that's the difference in shying away from the contact versus going in there and getting a foul call.
And fighting for it on the floor, they're going to call a jump ball.
Good hustle, Jill. Good job.
And it's going to be Huntington possession. Checking in for the Hawks, number 11, Aaron Washington, and number 50, Michael Woods.
Number 50, a very athletic big man. I saw him in the warm-up throwing a lot of stuff down.
And they go to him immediately, dumps it down inside, and that's a good little 2-man game. They always say the most dangerous person on an inbound is the passer.
Exactly.
Got to be aware of him. It's easy to lose track of him after he throws the ball in. Cottle fakes the jumper. And they're going to say a hand check was called on number 11, Washington. Checking in for the Mountaineers is number 14, Dakota Mays. And only 3 scores total. Miller goes in and he's blocked off the glass. Trying to make something happen. Nearly threw that one away. Shoots the long 3, knocks it down from deep, and that's Washington.
And if you're the Mountaineers, you forced them into the shot you actually wanted them to take. They didn't get the easy bucket on the drive. Had to kick it around. But you got to have somebody who also steps to that shot.
Yep. And Cottle with it on the wing, the inside drive. Goes it off the glass, and just enough touch gets it to go.
That's that lead down to 3 now. Just over 15 to go in the first half.
Come on, White.
And Miller comes away with a strip right there. Active hands, and he gets a couple of those a game. Mays fakes the 3. Gets it out to Carter on the wing. Pull-up jumper is no good. Fighting for the rebound. It's going to be number 3, Hobson, with it.
Good job by Keebler getting his hand out there and stopping that pass.
Cottle on the fast break. Pull-up 3. No good. And yeah, like you were saying, great job by Keebler to recognize he's trying to throw it around him, and good active hands. And that's really one area that the Mountaineers have excelled at this year, is just getting a lot of steals, a lot of tip passes, as Harris knocks down a 3. And the Hawks are hot from deep early on, hitting a couple.
And if you're the Mountaineers, you got to make sure you're stepping to those, not going under the screen.
Yep, got to try to run them off the 3-point line. Pull-up jumper by Mays is no good. Madison inside Not exactly sure what happened there.
I think he lost it on the way up and ended up getting it a lucky bounce off his hand back to his own teammate.
Swing it!
Trying to create some space. Madison with the 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Washington from deep is no good, and Keebler by Keebler there. Great block using that length to his advantage. Cottle with the no-look pass inside. Can't get that one to go. And they're going to call a jump ball. We have a media timeout called on the floor. So with 13 minutes and 35 seconds remaining in this first half, our score is the Huntington Hawks 11, Berea 5.
In for Berea, timeout number 30, going for 8.
And ready to get back into the action. Just under 14 minutes remaining. The Hawks right now have a 6-point lead. Berea has possession.
Good stuff by Keebler there off the bench. Active hands, getting a lot of stops in the passing lanes, able to get a block there as well. And now you've got Cottle. Oh, a little confusion there on the shot clock.
Reset it.
Cottle in here on the block. Who else?
After the timeout, Ayton checking in for the Mountaineers. Looking to add a little size just like Keebler did. Good rebounding presence. Cottle with a deep three. No good. Fighting for the rebound. Number 15, Champion, comes away with it. At the top of the key, picked it up. Washington getting into the teeth of the defense, and he is fouled on the drive, and they're going to count the bucket. Going to send him to the line for the and-one free throw attempt.
Number 44, called for the foul. His first, team second. Washington shoot one.
And he knocks down that free throw, converting the three-point play. Huntington goes up 9. And Mountaineers really got to get a bucket right here and string together a couple stops. Get some momentum going into their side.
Yeah, down by 9 here. Still over 12 minutes to go in this first half. You just got to get your feet underneath of you and figure out how to get your offense working.
Pull-up jumper was no good by Mays. Champion with it.
Gotta drive it.
Boyd at the top of the key. The long three is no good. Chased down by Ayton.
Take ball, stick tall.
Got up coming the other way. In the corner to Doty. Coach is calling for Ayton to post up inside, give Cottle some room to operate. No good on that layup attempt. And Mountaineers are struggling to get one to go through right now.
One more. Knock it out. Good shot. 3.
It's a good transition defense to stop the inside bucket, and they get the long rebound. Doty to the rim. He is fouled. Missed the shot attempt, but he's going to go to the line for 2.
Number 10, Boyd for the Hawks, called for personal foul. His first, team fifth.
Should be a media timeout here, I believe.
Yep, and there it is. Took him a second to realize.
A little confusion. I noticed some of the Berea players started to walk off.
And media timeout called on the floor with just under 12 minutes remaining. The Hawks are up 14-5. All right, and we're ready to get back into the action here. Just under 12 minutes remaining, and Doty is at the line for the Mountaineers.
You take 30, champ. You got
Shooting foul. Number 38, shooting 2.
First one good for Doty there.
And for a big, really good free throw shooter from the line, Doty's pretty consistent there.
Yeah, really good shooter from most places, actually.
Yep, able to get out on the perimeter and stretch the floor a little bit, giving his teammates room to operate. Doesn't have to be the only one in the post.
Score now 14 for Huntington, 7 for Berea. 11:44 left in this first half. I'd like to see Berea start to cut into that lead. And that's where we've been giving up a lot of buckets from that three-point line.
Yep, as Champion knocks down another one from deep, and the Hawks are stroking it well early on. And they're going to call the charge on Andrew Doty. Just a little too aggressive. They saw him lower his shoulder, and they're going to give him that call.
I think on that one, that's where you want him to just go for that pull-up jumper. Like I said earlier, pretty good on most sections of the floor, hitting the shot. On that one, easy time for him to stop and pop that one. Now his second.
50 now. 50 right there.
Puts him in a little trouble. He's going to come out of the game. Keeper back in. Good hands there by Terrell Carter.
Carter all alone on the break. And couldn't get the dunk to go down. It sat on the rim for just too long. It's going to be a basket interference. It's no good.
I think on that, you'd like to see him throw that down, but you'd rather just have the 2 points.
Hawks with it, moving it around the perimeter.
Here we go, swing!
And they come away with the rebound. The Hawks get the offensive board. Washington with it.
Got that rebound amongst 3 Berea players somehow.
Good pat. That's gotta be someone.
And Carter comes away with the rebound. Great outlet pass to Miller. 1-on-1 on the break. Gets the left hand to go. And the Mountaineers making a little bit of a run right here. Getting some transition opportunities, and that's why they score so effectively. And we're going to call the and one.
I'm a bit confused on that. Yeah.
Looked like there wasn't a whole lot of contact, but they're going to call it, and that's going to send Washington to the line for one more free throw.
Hey, Bob! You gotta take 23.
It sounds like Huntington's coach is asking this referee the same question I'm having: is how's that last one where we got a little bit of arm, not a foul, and this little touch one here is a foul? So consistency, all that most people ask.
I don't care how you call it, just call it.
As long as we know what we're expecting here.
Right. And yesterday we saw a high foul game there being over 40 fouls recorded in the second half as Embry misses that long jumper. Harris with it. Cross corner pass. And they knock it down from deep once more. And the Hawks are shooting well from beyond the arc. If you're Berea, you got to run them off of the line and, force them into inside shots. Embry inside. Trying to get it around his man, and they're going to call the travel. Looks like he might have shifted his pivot foot there.
I think right now the Mountaineers struggling to find that offensive weapon. You know, it's no secret in this league. Terrell Carter is a threat. Isaac Cottle is a threat. And when you shut those two down, it's who's going to step up next for the Mountaineers.
And, you know, Miller's definitely had some breakout games.
Definitely.
You know, he scored 48 points in a game before. And just wonder if he can get going offensively. And in checks Mays for the Mountaineers, another scorer that can be really prolific if he gets hot.
Hey, get in, go stat. Get in, go stat. Stat, stat, stat.
Hawks get it into Harris.
Hawks leading by 14 now. It's 9.5 left in the first half.
Get out, wide.
And a little two-man game right there. Get the entry pass to go. And number 32, Glory, with the layup.
Good stick.
Cottle fighting to get past his man. Miller fakes the three. Cottle with it. Pull up three. Can't get that one to go. Hawks going the other direction.
Mountaineers clearly not firing on all cylinders right now, defensively or offensively.
And
they're going to stop here.
Carter skips it up to Miller, back to Carter. Carter goes inside, left hand, gets that one to go, and one.
Let's hope that that's the jumping point. Starting us off, good defense, transitioned into good offense.
Yep, the Mountaineers definitely need a little momentum on their side, and Carter's definitely the guy that they've known to get it from. Checking in for the Mountaineers, number 30, Doty, and number 44, Alex Ayton. So going with the two big lineup right now, something that Berea doesn't traditionally do, but making sure that they secure those rebounds, something that could really help. And Carter knocks down the and one free throw, so he gets the three-point play to go.
Lead down to 13 now, 8:45 left in the first half. Huntington brings it across.
Ball is tipped, stolen away by Miller. Great hand right there. Skips it up court to Mays. Mays inside floater. No good. Great opportunity right there.
Great ball movement. Good opportunity for Mays. Just didn't knock down the shot.
Yep, had everything you wanted except the score.
Like to see him use the backboard there.
Right down, Dane.
The jumper is good. And number 2, Madison with another three. And the Hawks continue the onslaught from deep. Just over 8 minutes left. Gets it inside to Doty. Doty goes up and one. And another good opportunity for the Mountaineers here.
And I think what I'm seeing here in the first half is a tale of two different ways to attack. You see Doty and Terrell Carter both now have gone up, drawn the contact, and finished through it. A lot of other players on Berea have been shying away from that contact and end up missing a layup and giving up a possession.
As Doty knocks down that free throw and he gets a three-point play. Mountaineers now down 13 with 8 minutes left. Making a little bit of a run if they could just get a stop here, string together a couple more.
Good hands there by Tariq.
And they had it, just couldn't secure the ball. And Ayton a little too aggressive inside. They're going to call the foul on Ayton right there. You could see him swing down on his hand, and anytime the ref sees that, they're going to call it.
Thought they were going to give it to Doty at first, which would have been a really bad break for Berea. That would have been his third, but he was straight up.
Yep.
Keebler's going to be coming back in after this media timeout.
All right, media timeout on the floor, just under 8 minutes. Huntington 28, Berea 15.
Also in the Hawks, number 15 champion.
Kentucky to get back into this one. Just under 8 minutes remaining in this first half, and Berea looking to make a little bit of a run here and trim that deficit going into the halftime locker room. We have number 32, Gorey, at the line.
Match up, White. Match up. We're all right.
32 Gorey, shoot 2.
Shot.
And the first one is a little too strong off the back iron, no good.
Leave it up, leave it up, leave it up. Watch it go in, watch it go in.
Gorey lining up for number 2.
There you go.
And splits the free throws there, 1 of 2. Checking in for the Hawks, number 40, Bowling.
So Mountaineers now down 14, 7:48 left in the first half. See if they can start to create some offense here. Get some stops, start stringing together a comeback before the halftime hits.
Gets it inside to Carter. Blocked from behind, but a little too much contact. That's going to send Terrell Carter to the line for 2. And a good play right there. Cottle to Carter. They got a great connection. They always know where to find each other. And putting his teammate in good position right there at that entry feed.
Yeah, anytime you can start Terrell Carter off already at the block.
It's hard to stop him once he gets down in there. And no good on that first free throw attempt. But Berea is now in the bonus for the next 7.5 minutes. I say be aggressive as possible. Try to get to the line. It helps you, one, by stopping the clock and giving you easy shots.
Exactly. Splits the pair there. Now the lead down to 13. And like you said, if they can get into the bodies and get some more fouls going, whether they're going into the rim or just out in the play, gets them to the line a lot more, stops the clock, and allows that comeback to happen.
And Mays, a little shuffle of the feet right there.
But able to recover quickly.
And 10 seconds remaining in this shot clock. Got to be aware. And Mays poking away that one. They got to throw up something. Keebler, great defense, gets the blocked shot, and 24 shot clock violation. And that is exactly what you wanted to see if you're the Mountaineers.
Yeah.
Good defensive possession, force them late into the shot clock, and Keebler there using his 6'10" frame to get a hand on that shot.
Yeah, I think it starts with Dakota Mays staying in the play, even though he had that little stumble that you were talking about, and then he made sure to get a hand in.
And turnover right there from the Mountaineers on the break. Inside, can't get the layup to go. Miller, great defense, gets away with the rebound. Skips it up to Mays. Mays for 3. Knocks it down, and there you go. You like to see that if you're the Mountaineers. Trimming the lead to 10 with 6.5 remaining in this first period.
And it takes defense to get that offense started, and sometimes, it takes a couple of stops in a row.
But that's exactly what they got. Got a couple of stops, and Mays finally gets to see one go through the hoop, and could be potentially really good for him as number 40, Bowling, goes in there and gets that inside layup for the Hawks.
Yeah, good body position by him getting inside of Keebler there. Thought Cottle might have had him covered up, but ends up getting through there.
And Mays a little heat check on that 3, no good.
I don't think Mays has been watching in the NBA Jam lately. You got to hit 3 in a row before the heat check.
Then you'll see the ball start to flame up. And Washington with the drive.
Good coverage there by Tariq Miller, cutting him off.
In the pick and roll, gets past Keebler, no good on the layup. Cottle chasing down the rebound, can't come away with it. And Hawks with 20 seconds on the shot clock. Goes into the teeth of the defense and swarm. Not sure who got the block. Somebody did. Mays on the break.
I think that's Terrell Carter with the block while Keebler stayed straight up. It's really hard to get over that frame with his arms extended. And once you're stuck in the air, it's easier for Terrell Carter to come over the top and get that block on you.
And Carter just so athletic, able to time where the ball is going to be in the air.
A very Dwayne Wade-esque player, getting those blocks a lot of times. And those little taps away.
Yep. And the Hawks nail a jumper and call timeout with 5 minutes and 11 seconds remaining in the first half. Berea making a little bit of a run right here. It is Berea 21, Hawks 33. All right, just over 5 minutes remaining. Berea has possession, down 12 right here, but a good opportunity to put it within 10.
Communicate.
Yeah, I really like to see them capitalize here and get that lead back down. They've done a good job of trimming into it. Even only by a couple of points, but just the momentum you can feel it's a little bit different here, which is why Huntington took that time out there.
Yep. Embry out on the perimeter, giving it back to Carter. To Keebler, short corner drive, left-hand hook shot, no good. Embry with the rebound, and he is blocked from behind.
Might not have been successful, but I like that move by Keebler there, going in aggressive.
Yeah, you like to see that. I mean, nobody's going to get a hand on that, just like Kareem used to do. The little sky hook, it's unguardable.
He knocks that down a few times. He's a hero.
And Carter outside, giving it back to Cottle for three.
There it is.
Down from deep, and the Mountaineers finally get one to go from range. So Cottle and Mays both with a three-pointer so far.
Yeah, when they get that good ball rotation going, you see a lot of open opportunities. Just a matter of not having that ball be stagnant with one player. And on the defensive end, making sure you're covering them from deep.
And exactly what they do. Good closeout on the three-point attempt. Miller coming the other way for the Mountaineers, pushing it. Gives it up to Carter. Carter, there it is. Slams it down. What a move by Terrell Carter, and great assist from Tariq Miller right there.
I think Tariq really froze him with delaying that pass by about a half a second.
And there goes the momentum definitely shifting. Mountaineers down 7 at this point. Got it within single digits.
And
Ball
still
too much. Miller on the break, got 2-on-1 all the way into the rim. Left-hand layup.
And that was great by him, recognizing he had Isaac Cottle behind him, so he could slow it down just a bit, make that defender choose one. He chose Cottle, so Tariq takes the easy layup there.
And Mountaineers only down 5 now, going on a good run right here. And Miller just a little too aggressive on the defensive end. Just got a steal, thinking he could maybe sneak another one in there. He gets called for the reach foul.
I'm going to be honest, that's a little bit too aggressive, but I trust that decision-making for him. A lot of times he's able to get that poke around without getting any kind of call on him.
Absolutely, and with just under 3.5 minutes remaining, timeout called on the floor. 5-point game, Berea 28, Huntington 33. All right, and set to get back into the action. 3.5 minutes remaining in this first half. Mountaineers making a little bit of a run, and Hawks with the possession up 5.
Open.
I think anything from here on out now, Berea would be in, or the Hawks would be in the bonus. So if you're Berea, you got to play smart defense, no stupid fouls. Close out well.
Force them into tough shots late in the shot clock, and corner 3 is up and good from Champion. And you know, the Hawks are really making the most of their three-point opportunities, knocking them down at a high rate.
And that's why you got to stay home. If you're the Mountaineers, you got to make sure you're staying on your man if they're playing around the perimeter. No need to crash until the shot's up.
And Carter with a pull-up jumper knocks it down. And you made a comparison to Dwayne Wade earlier, and I see a lot more flashes like that, pun intended, from Carter's game. Really good at being able to create space and get his own shot whenever he feels like he needs to.
Thought he was going to come away with a steal there. He reached for the ball, and it was right there, and he just barely missed it.
8 seconds left on the shot clock. Trying to get it inside. Out on the perimeter. Another deep three. No good. Cottle comes away with that one. To Miller. Thought about the three. Carter and Keebler pick and roll. Carter all the way into the rim. Left-hand layup, easy.
Great body control there, stopping, making sure he doesn't get called for the foul. They had a Huntington Hawk set up for the charge down there. He just goes right over the top.
Yep, good recognition to pull it just short and shoot that floater. And Washington from deep, no good. Fighting for the rebound. Carter comes away with it, tries to skip it up court, and he is fouled. And not exactly an intentional foul right there. Looked like they just got kind of tangled up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Number 2, Madison.
Carter threw the outlet pass to Cottle. Cottle would have been on the clear break, but I don't even know if he saw the pass coming at first.
Looked like it hit him in the back. He said, well, what's that? And checking in for the Mountaineers, number 44, Ayton right now. And we're going to have Carter going to the line to potentially trim the lead to 2.
And I believe Mays also came into the game for the Mountaineers here. Those two both seeing some extended minutes off the bench, which is good. Improving the depth of the team as we get closer and closer to the postseason.
Yep, looks like coach is trying to keep fresh legs in there. That way they can keep applying pressure defensively and have good movement on offense. As Carter knocks down the first free throw, trimming the lead 2-3.
Great job by the Mountaineers coming back, keeping their composure, not giving up on the game, even though they were down 14 very early on.
And Carter goes 2 for 2 from the line that time, makes it a 2-point game, and Mountaineers surging back here late in the second half, or first half.
Yeah, and we talk a lot about the mindset of players and what can break your back, and teammates not playing defense or you messing up here or there. I tell you what will really hurt a team is when you have a huge lead and all of a sudden you look up and it's gone.
Absolutely.
It's hard to deal with.
The Mountaineers may have exerted a lot of effort, but the momentum's on their side, and you can see it right now. Cottle all the way to the rim, gets the right-hand layup, and we're tied up at 36. A minute and a half remaining in this first period. Mountaineers into it defensively right now.
I think that's where it starts. If you're the Mountaineers, that's one of your strongest areas is your defense and how consistently you're able to play good defense. This game have not been able to shut out the deep shot from Huntington very often.
No, Champion nails another 3 for the Hawks. They go up 3. Timeout called on the floor with just over 1 minute remaining. Score is 36-39. Hawks are up 3.
After the timeout, checking in for the Mountaineers, number 30, Cody.
All right, final minute of action here, and really exciting so far. And Berea hasn't got the lead yet, but they've been fighting back into it. 1 possession game right here with potential to tie it up. It's going to be Miller off the inbound. Mountaineers running a little bit of a weave and some motion offense. Carter with the hard crossover, pass to Doty in the corner, and
that's a good find, though, and you like that shot, to be honest. Doty, known for knocking down that corner 3 as a big man.
Yep, deadly from the corner, and just can't get the roll right there, but I wouldn't be surprised if they went back to that.
No, not at all, and that was a great play.
And great closeout right there from Mays. Great effort on the play. Carter skips it up to him, and pull-up jumper, knocks it down, and there you go. Mays knocked one down, and Coach wasn't entirely happy.
I heard Coach Hemingway say 1 shot. I don't think he meant right then, but that's okay. As long as it went down, you take it.
Go!
Coach wasn't too happy with the shot selection, but if it goes in,
Right.
it goes in. And the Hawks hit a jumper right as the buzzer expires, and that is our first half of action in the books. Going into halftime, Berea is down 3 with our score 38-41. Make sure you stay tuned, and we'll be back after the half.